Howdy all, and welcome to Lac's Lives. I'm Lacander, and this is Lac Plays Minecraft. So we're here today in Trapper Town, and I got a little bit more done in between episodes here. Let me go out our quote gate here, so I can show you what I've done. Now I cleaned up around the road a little bit out through here. That chicken doesn't have a head. And I put in some torches and stuff and pushed back some of the trees from the edges. I need your insides. There we go. Mostly because I was having problems even finding. Wow, there's a lot of chickens out through here. This will be good. I'll show you why when we get back to Trapper Town. So I don't know, I came to one of the corners and it was completely covered in snow and I couldn't tell where the road turned underneath of it, so I wanted to try and break up some of this snow. And I mean, there's still snow on the road and stuff, but there always will be since we're in a wintry biome. Now I did go around the town and it took me forever to get all the wood, but the town does now have a wall completely surrounding it, although I got thinking I didn't leave enough room inside the wall. Ooh, I heard a spider. For the other building I was going to put inside town. So maybe it will have to go outside of town. And I'll show you something curious here. I find this curious anyways. I don't know when this happened, and maybe it's always been, well, not always, but maybe it's been this way for a long time. But spiders are not aggro in the daytime. Why are they aggro at night if they're not aggro in the daytime? That's just weird. So I guess if you want to hunt spiders, get them to spawn at night, sleep till daytime, and then go out and hunt them down while they're not aggro. I need a little bit of sand, so I'm going to run over and get some sand. I need to put in some windows. And luckily enough, there's there's a desert right here next to our wintry spruce biome here. And we'll get a little bit of sand here for some glass. Oh, you know what though? I don't have enough room to even pick up sand. What can I throw out that I'm not gonna need? Or maybe I can just combine things. Uh-oh, now I've got an extra step. I guess this single torch can go. Step is a little harder to get than a torch, so. Alright, and then we'll run back to town. You can see I've planted a lot of saplings out through here. I have been chewing through the spruce, let me tell ya. I mean, you realize each one of these sections here, vertically, is like a whole tree. And I surrounded the whole well, I guess there's room out here. I can maybe put it over here by the water. Ooh, I can dig this out too. So I got the storage building done, which is why I was killing the chickens, because I've got a storage area for meat and feathers and oh, did I pick up any eggs? No, I didn't pick up any eggs. Notice I did not put my chicken and my beef together. That's a no-no. I am going to put my leather in with my feathers, though. Anything else on me that should be in there? No. Alright, yeah, my bed. I brought a bed with me so I didn't have to run all the way back to my house to sleep. Yeah, so that's our storage building. This is kind of our warehouse for here on the docks. And I've got the outside shell of the trading post here done. Now, of course, I got to do all the inside stuff up yet. And you can see I've got Donkey here. He is tied to the wall, so he can't get away, because I don't trust him. And then this is the bunkhouse. This is why I need sand. I also need a stove. Right. All right. And I'll just put it here next to this thing. This thing being a crafting table. I guess I'll burn up my planks there to melt some glass. I need some windows here for my bunkhouse. I think I also need a door. Do I still need a door for this place? I do. And so this is my, quote, bunkhouse. You can see it's bunk beds, sort of. I could probably put in some fence maybe next to these. Nah, that wouldn't work. I don't know. They'll just have to be the way they are. They're attached to the wall, and so each bed gets its own chest to store the owner's stuff in for when they come back to town. And I did put together the big center of town campfire here, and so I made a flint and steel, which is made from flint and steel, and we will light it on fire. There we go. Now the middle of town has got a nice warm campfire type of thing. I should go get some logs. You know what? And we can put logs to sit around the campfire on. Let's do that. So today, while we're working on Trapper Town, I wanted to talk about the movie The Host. Now I know I talked a little bit about the book before, and I talked about The Host is written by Stephanie Meyer. She's the author of the Twilight series, and I found... I should shut off my email so we don't get another noise that I got an email. I found the Twilight series to be not good. I mean, it wasn't... Yeah, well, I don't know. I kind of found it terrible. I need to make some more axes here. Which means I need more sticks. So we'll get some sticks. And we'll make some stone axes since I don't have enough iron on me. Alright. Oh, how's my glass doing? Perfect. Well, not perfect. Perfect would have been 6 exactly. But 7 is enough to get the window panes in. Yeah, there we go. You can see I still need to finish working on the roof. I'm trying to use materials that are found in the area to try and make it more realistic. I mean, it's not going to be realistic because this is a game, but, you know, a little more, okay, I want the logs, but I also want 6 planks. So, I want to get the door on the front of the place, and I don't have enough space. What can I throw out now? How about if I just throw that out, and I can just put down a chest to put stuff in next time I need to dump things. But so yeah, Twilight, I thought they were I thought they were good. No. How am I going to say this? I enjoyed how well Stephanie Meyer made the books suspenseful, but I found that she was unable to deliver on... Oh, I need more logs. Was unable to deliver on the suspense end of her books. And so, like, spoilers, but the first book, and the first Twilight book, whatever it's called, I don't remember anymore. Well, I guess the big part of my issue with the books is they're all written from the point of view of the main character, which isn't a problem. I mean, you know, that's just the voice that you write your story from. But she never seems to be where the main action takes place. And so since she's not there, it doesn't make it into the book. I mean, you know it happened. They talk about that it happened, but it doesn't get described. And so you've got these huge fight scenes that take place off page. And then you don't really hear the outcome of a lot of it. And, you know, and so you've only got the parts that deal with... How was my mouse going off the bottom of the screen again on me? You've only got the parts that deal with the main character, and I mean, in the first book, she gets down to this vampire attacking her, and she gets knocked unconscious, and so, you know, you don't get to read the actual fight. You just read that there was a fight, basically. And then in the second book, well, the second book, nothing happens. But in the third book, they put together this vampire army, and they gather their own army of vampires and werewolves to fight... Do I have another sword? Yes. To fight... Oh, see that zombie split off a zombie? I don't know why I'm out here fighting in the dark when I have a bed, like, 3 steps away here. But they move her to another place so she'll be safe, which means that they pretty much don't have the battle between the armies in the book. And I'm like, really? Oh, I'm like, where's that pounding coming from? They're trying to get into town. Oh, I've got 2 spruce woods. Now, I was going to put a set of boards right across the top of this here, and then I discovered that I can't ride out of town if I run the boards right over top of the doors. So I'm gonna go with that, and I use doors here instead of gates, because gates can't be opened 2 at a time, and horses don't fit through. Alright, you guys are... Maybe this bed over here will be far enough away that don't count. Yes. Alright, so... You really not taking fire damage and dying now? Oh, I went the wrong way. Come on, zombie. I'm trying to record here, and you're making so much noise I can't hear what's going on. Ooh, I see a creeper out here. And, whoa, crap. Dang it. Oh, I hate creepers so much. I was going to record yesterday, and I had a set amount of time that I could play, and I was working on this, getting this wall put up, and trying to get supplies gathered together, and I needed some cobble, I think. I'm pretty sure it was the cobble stairs I went back for. And when I got back to town, I jumped over the fence and went in and put my, or not town, when I got back to my farm, I leaped over the fence with my donkey and, you know, and got off my donkey, and when I turned around, creeper's standing right there. And I ran to the opposite side of my fence, but it was too late, and he blew a huge hole through my fence. Look at this skeleton standing over here. I wonder why he didn't shoot me. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. That's why I went back to town. It wasn't for fence. It was for bones. I want to do this. Alright, I was gonna build a little on the town in this episode. I mean, we still got time, but we might have to wait for an episode here. I want to get a dog, and I saw some out here in the forest. More chickens. I got so much stuff on me, I can't even pick up my chicken stuff. Alright, gravel. Sorry, I know I'm always harvesting gravel, but you're just gonna have to go. Somewhere out here I saw a pack of wolves. Now usually it's gonna take more than one bone to get a wolf. They are not hostile, so I don't know that they're particularly wolves, but if I can find one, I should have wrote down where they were at. Well, this is weird. How about we load up the ground here so I can see what's going on? There's some sheep. I don't need any sheep. I want wolves. And sheep are an indicator that there are not wolves, because I believe wolves eat the sheep. There's some pigs. Let's not fall down in a hole. I should go back and kill that Enderman, though. Oh, that hole's too difficult to get into. Where did you go, wolves? I know you were out here. I don't think I traveled back this far, though. This is farther back into the wintry forest than I traveled. I just wanted to see what was out here, which is why I stumbled across this pack of wolves, and I've been looking for a pack, and then I went back to town to get bones so I could come back and tame one, because I have bones in my chest. Is that an airplane flying over? What in the world was that? And yeah, so I get back to town and the stupid creeper explodes and wipes out. I thought for a minute there this was a spawner room, but it just loops around back out the outside. I was like, ooh, there's light. I know I haven't been here. Who's been here? Blew a hole in the fence at my barnyard. My horses got out, my donkeys got out, my cows were running everywhere. I was so mad, so mad. I didn't have time to deal with it. I mean, I had to, which meant that I had to rush through dinner, since I had someplace to go right after dinner. And, yeah, so I didn't get to... Whoa. I do want this iron. I do not have room for this iron. Alright. Spruce wood slabs, you're gone. This is a weird little hole here. I'm kind of curious. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just a little weird hole with some iron poking out of it. Man, I'm disappointed. I really wanted to come get a dog. I don't... I've been wanting one since I got my farm built. Well, I'll find one eventually. Yeah, ooh, there's some more iron. I can't turn down the gift of surface iron. Maybe it's meteorite iron. That's how they got their first iron, supposedly, from meteorites. Because they didn't have the tools to mine it. And so they could just dig it up on the surface. I don't want to get too deep in a hole in the ground. I didn't bring any torches. Alright, so anyways, back to the host. So the host was another book series. Well, I guess it's a book, but it's a different story than the Twilight series. And so I'm like, I didn't really care for the Twilight books that much. I did think she's really good at building up the suspense, but she doesn't seem to know what to do with it once she gets there. And so I guess I gotta talk about the Twilight once again a little bit here. So Twilight's 4 books. Book 1, they build the suspense and then she's unconscious for it. Book 2, they build up the suspense, or she builds up the suspense, and then they talk. And then book 3, they built the suspense of 2 armies fighting each other, and then have 2 people fight 2 people. Book 4, they built the suspense, like major build up the suspense, and then you almost get resolution, but it turns out to be all in one of their heads and not real. And man, the ground here is like all full of big holes. But oh, you remember this? This was this was my examples of the different colors of wood. I'm gonna do this again now that we have jungle trees in a future episode when we're back at the farm. I wanna show the different wood colors side by side and the different, like, you can do stairs and slabs and stuff. So I'm gonna make stairs from each one and slabs from each one, so you can see how the colors mix up. But anyways, so the host was another book by Stephanie Meyer, and I thought, well, I did enjoy the suspense part, even if I thought the stories were kind of lame, and sparkling vampires are really lame, and so I'll give her another chance here. And so I read The Host, and it's a story about an alien species that, well, I mean, anything not human is alien, so about a non-Earth species of creature called a soul. There's a little slide from having, whoops, from having the ice underneath the slabs there. But alright, I need to dump off some of this stuff. But so they travel from world to world, and oh, look at that. I got 2 bows. I can get my bow completely fixed. But they travel from world to world, and they're symbiotes, or maybe parasites. I'm a little vague on the difference. I thought a symbiote was a creature that lived with another creature and helped it. And a parasite is a creature that uses another creature and kills it in the end. But I've seen it used in so many different ways now that I am not sure. And Alright, let me, ooh, I got 30 levels. I need to go enchant my pick. In fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to enchant my pick while I finish talking about the host and see what we can get. And then I'll go chop down some trees and we will finish off some building. We'll finish off the couple of buildings here in the next episode. But so the host, creature called a soul, invades Earth, and they implant themselves into humans, and they supplant the human consciousness, and so they basically take over the body, which makes them a parasite, I guess. And so they discover that sometimes they have difficulty pushing the human consciousness out of its body. And they didn't really talk about it in the movie, but in the book they talk about how every other planet they've gone to where they have found a sentient creature, none of them have been at the level that humans are at, or had such a mixture of emotions and instincts and intelligence like the humans. And so they are... My poor donkey is such a terrible jumper. And so they have this soul who comes to Earth. I already forgot what I came back here for. Oh, I'm going to enchant my pick. That's what I came back here for. And I should have brought that iron. I could have put it in the furnace. Alright. Level 30. Did we get... Oh yeah, look at that. Silk Touch 1 and Efficiency 4. That gives me a Silk Touch and a Fortune. Oh, it's not a very good Fortune on there. But that is awesome. Shut up, sheep. You heard me. I need to mow my lawn, apparently. And so... this soul comes in from outer space to get a new body. And it's special. They have been to many planets. I forget how many, like 12 or 17 or 9 or something. I don't know. And most souls find a host that fits them in like their first try or their second or third try, and this one has been to 7, and no soul, which is what they call themselves, has ever been in that many different bodies trying to find one that fit them. And so they put her into the body of a girl who had tried to commit suicide to stay away from their, what are they called? I forget what they're called. They're trackers, seekers, maybe. And the people who bring back non-implanted humans. And so she has a very strong consciousness and refuses to let go of her body, and the Wanderer doesn't really want to push her out, and so there's a little bit of a struggle for dominance in the book, but mostly it's about the Wanderer and how the Wanderer can't find a home for herself, and how she's struggling to find a place that's perfect for her, and then there's a lot of the blending of their memories and emotions, and so she finds it difficult to work with the human emotions, and eventually sides with the humans and runs off with the girl's consciousness and her body to find her family who's hidden out in the desert somewhere, and then she finds the girl's ex-boyfriend, and they nearly beat her to death a couple of times because she's an alien, and they've been fighting back against the aliens, and they can't remove the aliens, and she eventually shows them how to remove the aliens, um, and so I was really impressed. It was a good science fiction story. The suspense was built up as well as I expect Stephanie Myers to do, but she also was able to finish the story, and it was exciting. And I really, really like that book. Um, I mean, I'm not saying it's the best book I ever read or anything, but compared to Twilight, I was impressed. And so then I watched the movie this week, or maybe that was last week I watched the movie. But yeah, it's like the person who came up with the screenplay for the movie had read the synopsis for the book, knew the major plot points that happened in the book, and then totally ignored everything that made the interaction between the alien and the human interesting, and left you with a extremely bland movie. um, and I was really disappointed in the movie. I expected it to be good, and they left out like half of what went down, and um, there was just a lot of, maybe it was the acting was bad. I don't know. The main girl to me was, I guess I was irritated by the dominance games that they showed in the movie that didn't really take place in the book like that. And they, I don't know, there was like no emotion to the characters. Not the human one, not the alien one. Um, which is extremely relevant to the story in the book, and they just left it all out. I found the movie to be kind of, the end of it was getting there, but it still wasn't very good, and I was really disappointed. But I don't know, if you like Twilight, I haven't watched the Twilight movies because I didn't like the books that well, and but I guess if you're a Stephanie Meyer fan and you're gonna read the book, you should probably watch the movie anyways. Just maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't find the girl's acting as jarring against your nerves as I found her to be. Um, but alright, I think that's the end of our episode for today. So click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.